Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for SUI price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis starting on the daily here for the bullish and bearish scenarios overview. We have of course an A, B and a C towards the upside in the blue scenario, finishing a zigzag after finding a psychology for the market where the market has started to move toward the upside. Of course here we can call a leading diagonal, but of course invalidated with the move toward the upside, therefore it can much potential be an ABC. We are coming back to this area of course in case we are bearish. Now if we are in an A, B and a C, we're looking of course for three corrective waves. After three waves up, three waves down, 1 2 3 4 5 towards the upside, of course potentially to continue for higher in case this is only an ABC corrective. If it is an impulse 1 2 3 4 5, this is our bearish scenario of course, which is unfolding coming in few seconds. Of course another bullish scenario, we have 1 2 and then 1 2, of course double impulses here. Your wave 2 has to be of course three corrective waves and continuation toward the upside. Now your bearish scenario of course it can be a three waves up, of course a longer wave B, three waves up, longer wave B, somehow like this after finishing those three waves, not moving bullish but moving in three waves up, and then 1 2 3 4 5 again for a wave B here, and then of course continuation for higher later on. Yeah, so somehow like this. In case this scenario happens, it's still opening of course the bullish scenario as 1 2 and 1 2 and then 3 4 5 4 5. The same opens the bullish scenario for three waves up, three waves down, as we saw of course in wave C in the magenta. Now a much bearish scenario can be the following as a W, X and a Y toward the downside. However, this is a very low possibility, and that because of course your wave W here is a very shallow based on your wave X. Yeah, though your wave X went very high, therefore very shallow scenario. And I don't even mention it on the chart here, but it's nice to mention it at least by of course analyzing here. But very low possibility unless I see something like this. 1 2 3 4 5, but that is a very far possibility right now. Currently we did not even invalidate yet our impulse toward the upside. As you can see, the invalidation point 2.25 in case you still in an impulse 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and this is of course three wave. For your wave 4 it still can be possible guys, because of course the invalidation is not hit yet. Until we hit this invalidation at 2.25, then we can consider of course this a bullish scenario is finished, and we're looking definitely for a correction, potentially short correction, potentially bigger correction. Yeah. Now if you take a look at the 4-hour chart, we are looking of course inside this move here. We are expecting of course a wave 4 potentially. However, if we take a closer look here inside it, we can see of course if we zoom in, we can see the following account is unfolding. So potentially we have 1 2 here, right? Your wave 1 is kind of like an impulse ABC of course for a wave 2. You're looking for 1 2 3 4 and a 5, finishing a wave 3, and again of course a triangle here, which of course can be your wave 4, meaning 1 2 3 4 without invalidation of course, as you can see. And potentially you're still looking for something unfolding here as potentially 1 2 and then 3 4 and a 5. This was our scenario here. However, now it's becoming very low possibility, and that because of course your wave 4 is longer than your wave 2 here, right? If this is a 1 2 and then 3 4 and a 5, your wave 4 is longer than wave 2 just with this simple wick. Yeah, I mean what we can do here, it's of course invalidated, and therefore we have to consider something else unfolding here. So I'm gonna delete this and see what is going on exactly. Is this is a wave 1 or wave 5 unfinished yet? Meaning of course in this case scenario we are looking here potentially of course of this 1 2 3 4 and a 5 for a wave 1. As you can see, you have 1 2 3 4 5 finishing one impulse here, and we're looking for a wave 2 again, and yeah, potentially 1 2 again, and then yeah, hopefully that this will not lead to a very massive move toward the downside, guys. Double 1-2s, and yeah, because this looks as well impulsive. Yeah, we still need one more leg, and then we finish an impulse again, and of course this will create kind of like triple 1-2s, guys. So hopefully not, of course, because this is very bearish for SUI. Now another scenario is, of course, what if we have here a kind of a wave A, like 3 corrective waves, and then of course a wave B in a triangle, and you're looking as well for a wave C here. So your wave C has to be a leading diagonal, ending diagonal, sorry, or an impulse, yeah. But the only way to see a leading diagonal was given already and invalidated by this wave 4 longer than wave 2, which is not good as ending diagonal. The only possibility, of course, left so far is 1-2-1-2, and you're looking for a wave 3 toward the downside. And yeah, this might be, of course, the wave 1 of your wave 3 toward the downside, guys. So we have to be careful with it. Another possibility, it can be, of course, W, X, and a Y. Well, hopefully that your wave Y here is something very, I would say, complex, like a zigzag here, expanding flat, and another zigzag. So this, it can be a possibility, guys. If this is a possibility, therefore, yeah, I would say there is a hope, of course, without invalidation of this impulse as well. So it can be, I'm gonna remove these things here a little bit to clean up. Here we go. Still our blue box inside this area, because of course you still need to hit one more leg toward the downside. But if we don't invalidate this, that would be, of course, a better better option for WXY and continuation toward the upside, guys. Now this blue box is given exactly between the fib levels, the following fib levels on the daily, which is a 0.38, right? Because it was broken already, the 0.23 already broken, so we're looking a much more possible here for the 0.38 fib level inside this blue box. Now what it can do, this blue box, of course, even if we invalidate this impulse, guys, it doesn't mean that we cannot be still bullish. Don't forget that you have 1-2 and 1-2. Your wave 2 here is the minimum target 0.38, but only if we finish in WX and a Y and then moving toward the upside. Yeah, so these are the scenarios here for SUI. Unless, of course, to be reanalyzed, hopefully that we are not very impulsive here in several 1-2s. Yeah, if that is the case scenario, that would not be nice. And that because, of course, if we are in this 1-2, let's say, here we go, your target for a wave 3 here might be the following impulse anyway inside the blue box. But don't forget that you did not finish yet. You have 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, meaning a very long impulse toward the downside. So of course we have to be careful with SUI. Potentially, of course, that it can be WX and a Y here, finishing, of course, kind of like also another WXY in zigzag, flat, and then in a zigzag. That would be, of course, much more nicer, I would say. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, guys. We would like to see a retracement from here and rebounds. If this happens and we take the high here again after the low, therefore higher possibility goes for the WX and Y. Because if you are impulsive, you would like simply to drop toward the downside. If this did not happen, yep, then we are much more higher possibility for bullish. That was it for SUI. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.